Today, our topic is how to stay strong during hard times, Stoic wisdom. Life is not always easy. Everyone faces challenges, pain and moments when everything seems to go wrong. But the way we respond to these difficulties defines who we are. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, teaches us how to stay strong and calm even when life feels overwhelming. The Stoics believe that we cannot control everything that happens to us, but we can control how we react. This idea is powerful and can help us navigate the toughest moments in life. First, let's talk about control. The Stoics divided life into two categories: things we can control and things we cannot. We cannot control the weather, other people's actions, or unexpected events like losing a job or getting sick. These things happen, and worrying about them only makes us feel worse. But what we can control is our attitude, our thoughts, and our actions. When something bad happens, instead of asking, "Why me?" we can ask, "What can I do about this?" This shift in thinking helps us focus on solutions rather than problems. For example, imagine you lose your job. This is a hard situation, and it's normal to feel upset. But instead of staying stuck in anger or fear, you can think about your next steps. You can update your resume, learn new skills, or reach out to people who might help you find a new job. You can't control the fact that you lost your job, but you can control how you respond to it. This is the Stoic way of thinking. Another important Stoic idea is acceptance. Life is full of changes, and not all of them are pleasant. Sometimes things don't go as planned, and that's okay. The Stoics believed that resisting reality only causes more suffering. Instead, they taught us to accept what happens and focus on what we can do next. Acceptance doesn't mean giving up. It means understanding that some things are beyond our control and choosing to move forward anyway. Think about a difficult relationship. Maybe you have a friend or family member who often upsets you. You can't control their behavior, but you can control how you react. You can choose to let go of anger and focus on your own peace of mind. You can decide to set boundaries or spend less time with them if needed. Acceptance helps you stop fighting against things you cannot change and focus on what you can do to improve your life. Stoicism also teaches us to practice gratitude, even in hard times. When life feels heavy, it's easy to focus on what's wrong. But the Stoics believe that even in the worst situations, there is something to be thankful for. Gratitude shifts our focus from what we lack to what we have. It reminds us that no matter how bad things seem, there is always something good in our lives. For instance, if you're going through a breakup, it's natural to feel sad and lonely. But you can also be grateful for the lessons you learned from the relationship, the support of your friends, or the opportunity to grow as a person. Gratitude doesn't erase the pain, but it helps you see the bigger picture and find strength to keep going. Another Stoic practice is to focus on the present moment. Often we suffer because we worry about the future or regret the past. But the Stoics believe that the only moment we truly have is the present. By focusing on what's happening right now, we can reduce anxiety and find peace. This doesn't mean ignoring the future or forgetting the past, but it means not letting them control our emotions. Imagine you're worried about an important exam or presentation. You might feel stressed and overwhelmed. But instead of thinking about all the things that could go wrong, you can focus on what you're doing right now. You can prepare as much as you can, take deep breaths, and remind yourself that you've done your best. This helps you stay calm and confident, even in difficult situations. The Stoics also believed in the power of perspective. How we see a situation determines how we feel about it. If we see a challenge as a disaster, we will feel defeated. But if we see it as an opportunity to grow, we will feel motivated. The Stoics called this reframing. By changing the way we think about a problem, we can change the way we feel about it. For example, if you fail at something, you can see it as a sign that you're not good enough. Or you can see it as a chance to learn and improve. The first perspective makes you feel bad, but the second one gives you hope and energy. This is why the Stoics believed that our thoughts are so powerful. They shape our reality. Another important Stoic principle is to prepare for the worst while hoping for the best. This might sound negative, but it's actually a way to stay strong and resilient. By imagining the worst-case scenario, we can prepare ourselves mentally and emotionally. This doesn't mean we expect the worst to happen, but it means we are ready for anything. For instance, if you're starting a new business, you can think about what you would do if it fails. You can have a backup plan, save money, or learn new skills. This preparation doesn't make you pessimistic. It makes you confident because you know you can handle whatever happens. The Stoics call this premeditation of evils, and it's a powerful tool for staying strong in hard times. Stoicism also teaches us to focus on what truly matters. In life, we often get caught up in small problems or distractions. We worry about things that don't really affect our happiness, like what people think of us or whether we have the latest gadgets. But the Stoics believed that the only thing that truly matters is our character, how kind, honest, and brave we are. By focusing on being a good person, we can find inner peace and strength, no matter what happens around us. For example, if someone insults you, you can choose to respond with anger or with calmness. If you choose calmness, you show that you are in control of your emotions and that you value peace over conflict. This doesn't mean you let people treat you badly, but it means you don't let their actions define your happiness. By focusing on your character, you become stronger and more resilient. Finally, the Stoics believed in the importance of community and helping others. When we face hard times, it's easy to feel alone. But reaching out to others and supporting them can give us strength and purpose. Helping others reminds us that we are not alone and that we have the power to make a difference, even in small ways. For example, if you're feeling sad or stressed, you can volunteer, spend time with loved ones, or simply listen to someone who needs support. These actions not only help others but also remind you of your own strength and kindness. The Stoics believe that true happiness comes from living a meaningful life, and helping others is a big part of that. In conclusion, staying strong during hard times is not about avoiding pain or pretending everything is fine. It's about facing challenges with courage, wisdom, and calmness. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control, accept what we cannot change, and find gratitude and meaning in every situation. By practicing these principles, we can build inner strength and live a more peaceful, fulfilling life. Remember, hard times don't last forever, but the lessons we learn and the strength we gain can stay with us for a lifetime.